From the big cities to the country roads, poverty is an issue all over the nation. In 2017, nearly 40 million people lived below the poverty line in the United States. That means a little over 1 in 8 people were in poverty. But that is nothing compared to our area, Springfield, Missouri, where roughly 1 in 4 people live below the poverty line. During the 2017 school year, there were over 1,700 students that were homeless or displaced in the Springfield public school system.
The poverty rate in Springfield, Missouri is almost twice as much as the United States average. By just driving around in Springfield, you will see the effects of poverty, from homeless people to panhandlers. Experts correlate these issues with a cycle of other community challenges: drug and alcohol addiction, domestic abuse, and crime.
It's easy to hear all these things about poverty and not be affected by it, because most of us don't know what it's like to live in severe poverty.
But some people do. Despite how extreme poverty is in our area, there are still many organizations making efforts to help reduce this.
Organizations like Care to Learn, Prosper Springfield, and Victory Mission.
After she was able to get her life back, she knew what it felt like to be poverty-stricken and have people help her out. So she decided to help others and carry on the legacy. She began volunteering with an organization called Victory Mission.
Victory Mission is it's kind of an avenue for many different things, and you don't have to be homeless to go to Victory Mission. They have a food pantry, they have a clothing bank, they have a nightly meal, then they have holiday meals. We just passed out food baskets for the holidays, and then we also have several different things, like there's a men's restoration program. We're kicking off a women's restoration program. A lot of the men that are in the restoration program get to go into the warehouse and work, so they're, learning to get into the job force. Men can buy a bed for a night, like if it's really cold outside or something. They can pay for a bed for $10. And then we also have a thing called Good Dads, and a lot of the people that that go through the restoration program are staying in the paid bedside. They might be gentlemen that have just been, incarcerated and just released or something and didn't have a home plan, and maybe they're detached from their family. Maybe the choices they made, separated them from their family or whatever. That program teaches them how they can get productively involved in their family's life again, how they can be good dads.
In Republic schools, which is our district, roughly 44% of students qualify for the free and reduced lunch. We asked Natalie Botkin, the head of the Republic Care to Learn chapter, do you think students can learn better with a full stomach? This is how she responded.
Absolutely. Our brains need a source of glucose in order to function on a daily basis, and so oftentimes you'll hear me telling students we've got to feed and water, just like we do our plants, we've got to feed and water our brains. So if they don't have food in their bellies, they can't concentrate, and they just can't keep that attention span or learn all those great things that their teachers are teaching them.
Every day, every year.
These students and others are overlooked by the higher class.
With this video, we will spread awareness and solutions to this problem.
This organization is making a big impact in our district because kids should not have to worry about having enough food, and that is why Care to Learn is doing something to stop that. Prosper Springfield is another organization in our area that is fighting to help reduce the overwhelming issue of poverty. Their main goal is to decrease the poverty percentage points by 5%, which is roughly 1/5 of Springfield's 25%.
When Francine Pratt, the director of Prosper Springfield, was asked if she has ever seen the effects of poverty in our area, she said she witnesses the effects of this issue every day.
Now that you have seen poverty in a new light,
wouldn't you want people to help you with your struggles?
If you found yourself in a similar situation,
we interviewed Senator Lawson of Missouri, and he shared with us some information about what the city of Springfield is doing to help tackle this extreme civic issue.
These people in most cases are either jobless or they're either unemployed or underemployed. In other words, they don't have a sufficient job to support them and their family. So if we can get job training and put that person in a position to make more money to support themselves and actually pay into the system at the same time, instead of feeding off of the system, they're actually putting into the system. To me, that's the best answer for all of it. The young kids, on the other hand, who are either abused or in adoption or in foster care, we've got to take care of them. And those are things that we're trying to pump more money in, and we're trying to make those programs work as best we can. And those are being done. A bill that I did this year that they just had the ribbon cutting and are getting ready to open is an adult high school. You know, if a child drops out of this school, once they turn 21, they can't ever go back. And if a girl got pregnant when she was a junior in high school and didn't go back, as I said, the minimum that she has cost herself is $10,000 a year.
Now you can see that poverty is a major issue that most people overlook, but you can still help out by volunteering in your area at the charities like the ones we showed you.
Thanks for watching our video, and we hope that we've brought this extreme civic issue to your attention.
We hope by spreading awareness about poverty, we will empower our nation to end this problem.
Have a nice day.